Hello and welcome back to We Get That a Lot. Let me sip some tea.
Willkommen.
Bienvenue. Welcome. You guessed it. This week we are going to be discussing Broadway.
Yeah, Delaney's in her Broadway era vibe right now.
Yeah. Sorry, there's commotion outside.
I feel like every time there's commotion, they can't hear it, but we can.
That's very
like
true.
when I listen back, I'm like, oh, actually,
when
you
I
can't
record
hear
stuff for
anything.
school, though, like I can hear it like crazy, and that's why I get nervous because I'm like, oh, like that.
Oh my God, the other night there was a huge fire by my apartment.
That's scary.
Yeah, like, and the fire station is like across the street from us.
Oh God, that was probably so loud.
I was like, what is going on?
Are y'all good? Yeah.
And then it like wasn't getting quieter, and I was like,
Is anyone helping, or
That's
what are you guys
weird.
doing over there?
It's like it's almost like they're not driving away.
Yeah. You guys are just chilling.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, right now I'm in my Broadway era. I've always been a Broadway appreciator and admirer, but I've never gotten like super into it. I think we've talked about this before, the theory that I probably was a theater kid in a past life because
You're like adjacent.
I am theater kid adjacent because I wasn't growing up, which is so strange. Like there's something in me that feels like it happened or it should have happened or it even did happen. It didn't, but I have a certain flair.
You do.
I think sometimes.
You do.
And I absolutely love Broadway. I love musicals. I'm a very big musical fan.
Yeah, you are.
Which is kind of like, I feel like people are either very like die-hard musical fan or absolute musical haters.
Yeah,
I feel like
I
it's
agree.
one or the other, which I get. Takes an acquired taste. But yeah, I'm a huge not just Broadway. Like I love the theater.
You love going to the theater.
I told her when I was in high school, I took a theater appreciation class, and it was my favorite class that
Theater
I had ever taken.
appreciation is
Crazy,
an awesome
I had to go. I
name
got
for
to
a
go see a
class.
play too, and it was like free because I had to go and I had to analyze it and everything, and I was so close to the stage. I was
What
like,
did you
this is
see?
it. No clue. It was probably like 7 years ago that I went to do that, and
Right.
it was a very small production. It wasn't anything like huge.
You know what though? Sometimes the small productions.
Yeah.
Sometimes
It
all
was
you need
really
is the
awesome.
talent.
I remember it was something along the lines of like someone was deaf,
Okay.
maybe also blind.
Was
Can't
it
quite remember.
Helen Keller?
No, it had nothing to do with her.
Because I was gonna be like, she
No,
doesn't have anything.
It had nothing to do with
I'm
her.
surprised no one's
there's
written
nothing about
about
her. Maybe we'll have to get on that.
She's a little controversial.
That's really actually, yeah. I feel like somebody would have by now pounced and been like, ugh, the Helen Keller story.
Yeah, I do think it's hard though, because like, how do you cast someone as Helen Keller
That's fair.
if they're not blind and deaf?
Yeah.
I think that might
Yeah.
be a tricky
A tricky conundrum.
casting choice.
But I think someone should do something similar to that, maybe. Maybe it doesn't have to be
Yeah.
about Helen specifically, but that
I'd
would
love
be
to
really
see a
interesting.
musical number about her flying that plane though.
So-called. Like, or...
Over the audience.
yeah, like the Dementors in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Like, okay. So I don't really know if we have a full agenda for what we're going to discuss today, or we're just going to kind of just go back and forth about the theater.
We're just gonna wing it.
Kaylee has an extensive knowledge of Broadway and the goings-on of Broadway, and a lot of the like not insider secrets, but
I'm
like
real locked in.
You know a lot of the like technicalities between casts.
Oh, I look at
and
the
people.
weekly
You know the
grosses.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. I have the heart for it. You have the
Got
brains and you're
heart
locked in.
and soul.
Yeah. Which
You can
sometimes
rock
is
and
a
roll.
lot. It's not always everything, but sometimes it means something.
Yeah.
And in the case of Broadway,
Theater.
it does mean something.
Yeah. It certainly does. I think I've seen like 55 shows on
That's
Broadway.
incredible. I have not seen nearly that many.
And what's crazy is my first one I went to was my freshman year of high school. So it wasn't even like,
this has been a lifelong thing.
yeah,
Like
that was within the last like 10 years.
Wow.
I think
What
it's
was the
only
first show
5.
you ever saw?
On Broadway, it was Waitress.
And you love Waitress.
Yeah, it was on
Yeah.
a school trip. My mom got super pissed about it because she bought me Hamilton tickets for my 16th birthday. And my dad got me the tickets to Waitress for the school trip for my birthday. And Hamilton was supposed to be my first Broadway show because I was very into Hamilton in high school. And then she got a little fired up because
That happens.
yeah, I don't know. It did not take away from the experience at all. So
No.
I'm whatever. It was great. You love Hamilton. That's like your
love
crack.
Hamilton. Like if I'm in a room with people and we're like trying to figure out what to watch at any given moment, I'm like, well, we could always just watch Hamilton on Disney Plus. And that's not even like close to the real thing, but even though it is the real thing, it's just it's not the same. But for me, come on, just put it on.
Yeah.
Like really, like I do listen to at least one song from Hamilton every day. Like it's not always the same one. It sometimes has nothing to do with anything else I'm doing during the day, but
There's a song for every mood.
I love Hamilton. There literally is a song for every mood, and I think people either love it or they hate it. I love it. I love it so much. The first time I listened to Hamilton, actually kind of a crazy story. I was in our nation's capital on a school field trip.
I don't know if I knew that.
Yeah, I was in Washington D.C. on a school field trip with my friends. Like we were, it was one of those like school trips where like my friends and I all decided to go, but it was like kind of a ragtag group of like a bunch of like different, like some people I'd never met, some people I knew vaguely, but like those trips always were the ones where like low key everyone bonded, like because everyone's
How
kind
could you
of
not in our nation's capital?
everyone's kind of going a little, like we did one to New York too, and even in that, like just like the sheer like I don't know, some things are just so funny in the moment, and
the camaraderie.
Yeah, the camaraderie of a high school trip, like. But this one was special. Like we got there, we got to DC, and we had a full agenda packed. I'm sure if you've ever been on a high school educational trip,
Yeah.
they keep those agendas stacked. Like, and especially the DC one. Like, I remember New York was kind of like, yeah, we did a lot, but it wasn't insane. DC, like, man, like, it was every hour, down to the minute. We were like, okay, we gotta be at the Capitol. We gotta go now.
Yeah.
Walk uphill.
The amount of
quick,
walking on those
quick.
trips,
I remember.
crazy.
I will say shout out to Summer. I know she watches all of these episodes.
Summer.
Summer was one of my absolute best friends in high school. She still is one of my best friends. But we went on this DC trip together, and I remember Summer was literally so miserable from walking. She kept trying to like squat to like save her knees, and she did it in the Capitol, and someone came over and got onto her because they were like, you're not supposed to be doing, I don't know, you're not supposed to do that for some reason.
What?
And
Just like a police officer?
no, like workers there, like, and I guess that is a thing, like it's just strange activity, I guess.
To squat?
I can't, I'm not gonna demonstrate, but like she would take 5 steps and just drop to a squat, and then wait there while they were talking. So I think that was more of the issue, is that like people would be talking and she would be squatting on the ground.
I see.
With her head down.
I mean, I think people should have the freedom
I thought it was
to squat,
fine.
But
But we were exhausted. They were running us ragged back and forth. I also went to, oh my God, I'm going to sound really silly and not know the actual name of the theater.
Oh.
The theater
theater.
that Abe Lincoln met his unfortunate end at.
I went there too.
You got to see a show though.
Yeah, I saw The Wiz.
I didn't see anything. We just walked in and sat there for a minute, which I'm not gonna lie, very powerful moment. Like I was sitting there and I was like, God, this could have been me. Totally couldn't have.
Shut the booth
Totally
off.
couldn't
You
have.
can't even
Totally
go
couldn't
into
have been
the
me.
booth where
I
he
would think we were
died.
in the very back, like not even near. I don't even think we could see the booth. Where like
when I was
like we
sitting
were
there,
nowhere near it.
You could see from where I was sitting.
I was like, wow. We did everything. We were running around town. And in the nation's capital, like I don't know, I just got to thinking. And Summer and I were like we were like we spent every day together. We had the same high school. We had the same schedule. We had to drive like off campus to get to school. And it was like 45 minutes. So we would drive together every single day. So we would always, it's 45 minutes of listening to music and like chilling and vibing.
Yeah.
So while thinking, like, if I'm remembering this story correctly, we were like, oh my God, we should listen to Hamilton. And I think a few other girls that were like into it on the trip were like, this is just like Hamilton. And I was like,
You're like, is it?
I've always been wanting to like kind of get into that. And I remember Summer and I were like, let's listen. And so
Your
we
life
started like
changed
listening.
forever.
We started listening like just like here and there, whatever. Remember, I went to high school in Florida, so DC to Florida. It was I think it was the South. I think we flew Southwest. We had to connect. Like I believe it was like a whole big production, or maybe it was direct. I don't remember, but I remember it was a big production because the airport we went to was in Pensacola. It was 2 hours away from where I lived. So
We've been there.
so there's the flight, and then there's also 2 hours on a bus to get back home.
Bus, club, another club.
Well,
literally.
On the way home, I also was dealing with one of the most painful periods of my life. I had just been kind of I had just been kind of hit with the unfortunate nausea and extreme cramps. Like at that age, I think I was like 15, so I was all of a sudden like, why do I feel like I'm dying?
Yeah.
And I remember we had to board the flight. I had to run out of the boarding line to go throw up in the bathroom. And got back in line, got on the plane.
That flight's what, like probably 2.5 hours?
It was long. It was torture.
Yeah.
It was torture. I was sitting there with my head in between my hands, like literally head down, eyes closed, like the whole time being like, I'm gonna die. We finally touched ground. I got on the bus. I immediately queue up Alexander Hamilton, and I listened to the whole thing. I got home and I was like, I'm a changed woman. Like having that, like listening to that in our nation's capital at 15 years old, like I was like, wow, oh my God. Like
that is the Hamilton age. That's when I got into it too.
Like yeah, like
15.
I just,
because when you're 15, you're in Alexander Hamilton.
You
I don't know
are.
what
No,
it is.
you are. Like I was literally living out the Schuyler sister life. Like I was like, that's so me. Like, that's so me. But at the same time, I was also like, I'm so Hamilton. But I'm so like, I felt for every single one of them for some reason. You know, like they're characters, not real people.
Yeah.
Or were real people. But from there, it just spiraled. I got home. I started it over again. And then I did that continuously for a long time. And then I started veering out. Then I was like, this is sick. I freaking love that. I love, you know, and I always liked the like Disney-ish musical, like HSM, come on.
Oh,
1, 2, and 3, boom. Like that
really
was formative.
Like they are musicals, but like they're so mainstream. Like I don't really consider them
Yes,
musicals.
but I think there's something to be said about how people enjoy them. Like the parts that people like. I think that's like a starting point
a
to
gateway,
determine
if you
something.
will.
Yeah. Like I think if you watch High School Musical when you're 8 and you're like, oh my God, that's so good. I just love. I want to be Gabriella or I want to be Sharpay. That's fine. Well, I feel like most people that want to be Sharpay have like something else going on.
I always thought Sharpay was freaking awesome.
Yeah. I wanted to be her so bad. Like, yes, and I loved Gabriella. Like, I was a huge Gabriella stan because I was like, okay, beauty and brains. Like, get it,
Best of
girl.
both worlds.
But then I was also like, there is just something so fab about Sharpay Evans. And I just wish to be her so bad. Like, she has this undying confidence. She is literally, like, I don't know, just a walking angel, in my opinion. Like, she's got it all. She's working through some internal things, but who isn't in high school, you know?
Exactly.
It happens. But I don't know. Hamilton was really what started it for me.
Yeah, that was like low key me too.
Yeah. And then from there, I think I kind of slightly moved into Heather's territory and was like,
yeah,
because
we're gonna
I
see
loved
that this summer.
well here because that was the thing. I also went through a weird thing. This is not weird, but like I went through a thing in high school too, where I had a really obsessive like 80s phase. Like I was obsessed with the 80s, specifically like 80s movies and music. My mom was also like a big like she would always be like, oh, you have to watch like Pretty in Pink, like you have to watch, like Saint Elmo's Fire, like all of those. And so I was like, oh, so right. So I did, and I was like, oh my God, I'm better than everyone because like I'm cultured and I know about things from a different time. But because of that, I was like, I loved the movie Heathers.
Yeah.
I was a huge Winona Ryder fan, and I was like, oh my God, Heathers is so slay. And then I was like, there's a musical?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
It's
Listen to the musical, and I was like,
first, movie second.
I went movie music. The crazy thing is I've noticed in my trajectory, I think it's also because I'm later to the game. I'm typically movie than musical.
Yeah, because you were the same with Waitress too.
And Harry Potter.
You didn't see Waitress.
But no,
you watched the movie.
The movie. I typically do. And I had watched Moulin Rouge like a few years ago before I saw the musical.
I hadn't seen Moulin
I know,
Rouge.
you're typically reversed from me, I feel like.
Yeah, because
I feel like you typically do the musical first. Not like by fault, but like I think
I feel like when I saw like, okay, so like we just saw Cabaret, for example. I had not seen the movie. I've obviously seen clips of it, like Alan Cummings, like Hello, obviously. But I'd never watched the full thing. I knew the baseline premise, but I knew I wanted to see it. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I don't want to watch the movie.
That's fair.
And know like plot for plot what happens in it. I'd rather like maybe have a basis, see it, and then watch the movie after.
I will say the stage version does differ.
Does it?
Pretty heavily. Which I did know going into it because again, I had listened to it, so like I knew it was different from the movie, but I had seen Cabaret already and I recently rewatched it and was like, oh my God, I forgot about this. This is awesome. And then I was like, wait, it's so convenient that I'm in my Broadway era and they're doing a rerun of this right now with Adam Lambert. And
Miss Ali. They were both really,
they were
really
amazing.
good.
I literally said, Jackson, I went to eat today, and I was like, that I just could not stop thinking about that cast. Like, even the guy that played Cliff, like, I was like, so good. So good. Like, so good.
And BB Newirth was in it. She's like a Broadway diva.
So good.
She was so good. And I forget the guy, the Jewish guy.
That played Mr.
I just forget his character's name.
Mr. It's not Kramer. It's
not Seinfeld.
No, I know it's not, but it starts with a K. It's Mr. I could find it now.
You know what's funny
Continue speaking.
There was a guy who played a Nazi in it, obviously. And while we were sitting there watching, I was like, that guy looks really familiar. I saw him in Waitress. Cause I saw that like 4 times. I have a thing with seeing shows 4 times, I guess. I guess 4th time's the charm. I don't really know. But I was like, wait a minute. That's Mr. Henry Gottfried. The Dr. Palmater to Nazi pipeline was kind of crazy, but...
Okay, so I was totally wrong. It's not Kramer.
I knew it wasn't Kramer.
It's Herr Schultz.
Yes, Herr Schultz. That guy was so good.
He was really, really, really
so
good.
Kind.
He was really good. It couldn't please me more. It was really good.
Yeah, the staging was just so good, too.
I know, especially because it was a round stage. Like, I had my doubts about that, but I loved it.
It reminded me
I loved it
a lot, like the staging, and also, like, obviously it's very political, of Parade. That...
I wish I could have seen that.
The Parade revival was... I think the best show I've ever seen. Like,
who was in it again?
It was Ben Platt, Michaela Diamond. It was directed by Michael Arden.
Yeah.
He's done like a ton of stuff. He's so good. That was crazy. Like that cast recording, always on. Like I think after we saw, because we also saw Sunset Boulevard.
We literally saw Sunset Boulevard last week.
Yeah.
So good.
But after we went to that and Cabaret, I put on the opening of Parade after because I'm like, oh my God, it was just so good. Because I don't know the songs. I mean, I do know a lot of the Cabaret songs.
I know what you mean,
but, like,
yeah.
I don't like know them yet. The only one from Sunset Boulevard I was really listening to was As If We Never Said Goodbye.
Is that the one when they're
She's in the second. It's at the second act. Her like big number.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Nicole Scherzinger, so freaking good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why she's so slept on.
Her vocals were insane.
Her vocals were like meant for.
Yeah.
Like
she
just
like her presence was
control.
Insane to just I don't know.
Like that song blew me away because the end of it, she did like her phrasing was just so good.
Yeah.
Like it was just all in one breath.
Yeah.
And I was like, girl.
Yeah.
You got a strong core. strong. That
She
diaphragm
killed
is
it.
trained.
Yeah.
Because what the hell?
She killed it.
Yeah. No, I really liked that. Me and Delaney were lit as hell.
That was crazy. Because, okay, so what we decided to do...
Yeah, let's walk them through our day that day.
So we actually were going to, like... Wait, we did vlog it, but I don't think we posted it. I think we posted something else. I think we posted a trick
because we
instead.
saw Noah Kahan. Check out our TikTok for more.
So, yeah, we had originally decided I wanted to go to this, like, beauty bar pop-up thing, and I was like, oh my gosh, we should so go. It was also, like, nicer out, or it was supposed to be nicer out.
No, it was. It was nice.
It was.
The day started out beautiful.
Beautiful.
It was like 60 degrees,
it was
sunny.
It was beautiful outside.
It was that first day in New York where everyone's like, oh my God.
Outside, like,
we're alive again.
People have shorts on.
Yeah.
Like, you see, like, yeah, everyone's running. Like, it's like, awesome sauce.
Yeah.
So I went to a Pilates class, and I was like, meet me after Pilates, or I'll meet you after Pilates, and then we'll, like, scheme what we want to do, because we were still kind of like, well, we don't really know the day is going to go.
Yeah.
So I went to class. I went and I walked to your apartment. And we were like, okay, what do we do? I was like, we don't have to go to that beauty thing. It's fine. Let's drop it.
And you know what was funny is when you sent, I think, a interesting and funny piece of information about this was you sent that. And you're like, oh my God, this looks so cute. You immediately FaceTimed me after you sent that. You never FaceTimed me.
Because I was like timing. I was like, the day.
Like,
it was. I was also like,
this now.
it was also like 10 a.m. and I was like, oh my God, we're losing daylight. Like, I get so panicked. I had a class at like I think it was at 12 to 1. Yeah. I don't know. I panic like that horribly. Like, I woke up this morning and I was like, oh my God, my day is over. I can't believe it.
I get like that.
I get so freaked out. And of course today was like the time change, so I was like, I was like, oh my God, I literally have ruined my day.
Yeah.
But so we were like, okay, it's fine, we don't have to go to the beauty bar. So then I was like, you know what I want to do instead? I want to get a tattoo. Let's go get tattoos. And you were like, well, I mean, we kind of got to find somewhere to go, because we don't really want to go to the place we've been going.
I just wanted like a more detailed.
Yeah, no,
I want more detailed.
And
tattoos,
I agreed with you.
And I didn't have money for what I knew I wanted.
Or also we couldn't really find many same day bookings, because again, of course, something more detailed.
Or the ones we were finding,
which
was
made
like
sense.
So much more than I wanted to spend.
Yeah.
So I was like, ugh. And then I was like, I could get my nose pierced, but then I was like, maybe not.
So we were like, fine, okay, whatever. And then I think we were like,
I think I proposed.
I think you were like, we could see a show, and I was like, yeah, I do wish we could see a show. And then you were like, well, we could, And I was like, well, how? And you were like, well, we could always just go and check the box offices. Again, you are more well-versed in the Broadway-verse.
Weekly.
So I was like, okay, I'm not familiar with the game, but you tell me how it goes.
Freshman year of college, I had literally no friends at all. Insanely depressed. But I loved Broadway. That was still when I was like deep in it. Like, its claws were in me still.
Yeah.
So what I do is I just go, because I lived in downtown Manhattan. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go to Times Square, wait at the tables in the middle of Times Square on StubHub, see when the ticket prices drop. I saw Hadestown for $60 with the original cast.
Insanity.
Because it was literally like 30 minutes before curtain, someone just wanted to get rid of their tickets, and I got one. So
insane.
I'd enter lotteries. I would probably see like a show a week.
That's like my current dream.
Yeah, like I never spent like full price either.
No,
it was always like discounted. So I'm very good at that. I'm very good at finding a discount.
Yeah.
Especially for Broadway shows. I mean, some of them like you're
just
not gonna get a discount.
Yeah.
Like Hamilton is coming down a bit.
It is.
It's
Trust
still
me, I've been watching.
Its grosses are still like crazy, but like it's more manageable. Now than
like I think I literally saw like a 95 the other week.
Yeah, which is like a normal price.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that show's also so like it's not expensive to like run.
Exactly.
And they've already recouped, so like they're literally just it's gonna run forever. Hamilton will literally run forever. But But yeah, like, and we got Sunset Boulevard for what, $60?
It was $60 a
Yep.
person. Well, yeah, because that's what we did. We went around to the box office. Where did we go first? We were like, let's try. Oh, we wanted Hadestown really bad.
Yeah.
Because
I think Delaney will love Hadestown.
I think I will too. And trust me, like, it will be seen, like, very soon.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of pricing. We just got to watch prices.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh, let's try. We tried The Outsiders.
Yeah, that box office worker was rude.
Yeah, it was a little
went
bit
in
odd.
because so what I was doing.
We also got shushed immediately.
Yeah,
we were like, we didn't say anything.
They were sitting in a circle and they were like, shh.
We were like, we didn't say anything.
Because the show was running.
I know, but I was like,
but I also was like, the doors
loud.
were shut.
Yeah, sorry.
Whatever. But I went up and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. When we go in, I'm just gonna ask if they have Rush. I didn't even know if they had Rush, like, for the show.
But you asked everybody, and there was another box office that was like, oh, we don't offer that, like, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And they were very kind about it.
Yeah, this guy was like, yeah, our Rush usually sells out like 10 minutes after the box office opens, so we don't have any right now. And I was like, okay, I just, like, wanted to ask, and see. Thought there's no hurt in asking, but maybe there was a little hurt in asking.
Yeah.
And then he told us the tickets were, like, $170, and they weren't together.
Yeah,
I went, I'll take my
it's
business
okay. Yeah.
elsewhere. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went there.
We tried one other thing, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, I think did we try 6? No, I don't think we did. I think we got to Sunset Boulevard first.
We saw the 6th theater after.
You're so right. But
We
yeah.
tried one more, though.
I can't remember what it was.
Hadestown, The Outsiders. We didn't do O'Mary.
Was
Don't
it?
remember.
It wasn't Great Gatsby. I was gonna say Great Gatsby.
No, because that one was further up.
Yeah. What
Also,
was it? Was
you
it
been
Death Becomes Her?
seeing-
Did we try Death Becomes Her?
No, we didn't. Because I was like, we can't see that without Katie.
You're right. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I forgot what I was just saying.
You said, have you ever seen when we were talking about?
Oh. I don't know, because I don't know, you dabble in theater now. Have you seen the side? I'm on the side of TikTok where everyone's kind of making fun of Ryan McCartan, who's currently in Great Gatsby.
I've seen a little bit of it going on. I haven't seen a ton, but I've definitely seen a few
I've seen
POVs.
people impersonating it.
Yeah.
Because he got... Okay, so here's the lore. Ryan McCartan... I love Ryan McCartan. I saw him in Frozen. I saw Frozen 2 days before...
The pandemic.
Yeah, I saw it March 11th, 2020.
That's awesome.
My mom was like, maybe you shouldn't go to that. And I was like...
Well,
no, actually, I bought orchestra seats to see Ryan McCartan, so
Yeah.
I will be going. It was so empty in that theater.
I'm sure.
That they were moving people from the balcony to the orchestra.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, this is weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I hope nothing bad happens in 2 days.
Yeah, I saw 6 2 days before that, and
awesome.
right after I saw 6, there was a press release that someone who worked 6 as an usher got COVID. Everyone was freaking out. And I was like, they weren't working the show I went. It was fine. Venturing into Times Square during the peak of COVID.
So
just because.
crazy.
But yeah, he's in Great Gatsby right now. And Great Gatsby, I haven't heard great things. It's a very commercial show. It's meant for the tourist, you know. I'm excited about the other version that's being developed with music by Florence Welsh of Florence and the Machine.
That's going to be insane.
Yeah. I'm really hope that transfers. But yeah, there's this moment at the end of The Great Gatsby. Spoiler alert. I mean, the book's been out for 100 years at this point.
Yeah.
So if you haven't read it, then it's kind of your loss and your fault, but whatever. He gets shot at the end.
Yeah.
And in the show, when Jeremy Jordan was in it, they fall to their knees, but they use a towel as the knee cushion.
Yeah.
But it's not supposed to look like
it's getting put. Yeah. It's
you're just supposed to kind of throw it like a towel, and that's what Jeremy did.
Yeah.
And his was way more believable.
organic. Yeah.
Ryan McCartan it just looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
He literally looks like he's falling onto the he's too deliberate, and then you can see him when he rolls off push his hand off the wall.
So he can make further movement.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can see
he's
him
bracing
push his
pushing
weight.
himself. so good.
Yeah. So I've been seeing all these people, like, on their beds, like, placing a pillow, and then they're, like, deliberately falling onto the pillow, and then they're like, no. Yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah. I don't know. That's the side of TikTok I'm on.
I've seen a few of those.
It's like a lot of my.
I don't even know what side of TikTok I'm on right now. I feel like I'm all over the place, always.
Yeah, that's fair.
What else? What else have we seen? We saw. So last year was kind of like my dive into
Your spring awakening.
I would literally sell an organ if Spring Awakening.
Have you watched the documentary?
Yes, I've seen the documentary. I've seen a bootleg recorded. Like I've read the play.
If you
I've
ever
seen
need bootlegs. I know. I've done
like I've done it all. I know everything about Spring Awakening. Well, maybe not everything, but I know most things about Spring Awakening.
Yeah.
And I wish so badly to see it on the stage. Like
you need someone
my
like
absolute dream.
That's a show though that like if there was a revival, it would need like a Michael Arden direction.
I was gonna say. My worry would be that they would be like, okay, let's do Spring Awakening for the 10 people that want to see it, like, in the world. I'm kidding.
It's very beloved, but I feel like they have to bring something.
Well, that's what
else.
I'm saying. Like, it would need to be like.
I don't want to
say they would.
Again.
I don't want to say they would need to stunt cast it, but I feel like.
I mean, now it's either it has to be commercial or it has to be stunt
That's why
cast.
I'm saying, like, I feel
for
like
anything to do well right now.
And Spring Awakening just would not be commercial. That can't happen.
No, they would have to get.
They would have to stunt
like,
cast.
They're actually supposedly developing it as a movie.
I've seen a lot of people being like, A24, pick it up, please. I don't know if it's real.
I heard that Rachel Zegler was in talks for Vendela.
Uh-huh.
I think she'd do well. However, people hate her. She's so nice.
I don't know why people hate her.
I got to actually meet her. I saw Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Because my roommate works for MTV.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to the first preview, and then we got to go to, like, the after party, and she just happened to be next to me, and I was like, you did so well.
Yeah.
Like, I've been following Rachel Zegler
Yeah.
since she was in Shrek the Musical in New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Before she was cast as Maria in West Side Story, like, when she was submitting that tape, like, I remember where I was.
I worry about the Melchior.
Yeah.
I really worry they would just try to get someone like
Paul Mescal.
I saw people saying that, and I was like, "Oh my lord!"
I just came up with that.
A bunch of people. No, I also saw a bunch of people being like, "Oh my god, perfect! Rachel Zegler and Kit Connor." I was like, "What are you talking about?" Just because two people did a good job in one production does not mean.
Kit Connor in it though.
I could see him maybe being like Moritz.
Yeah,
I could see Moritz.
I feel like he fits the general vibe.
I don't think he would be Melchior. Like I don't quite see that.
Yeah.
That's just me though. I really get kind of like annoyed when people do that, or when people are like, "Oh my god, I have the perfect idea." What if we take two people that were in something else? People do that a lot with Paul and Daisy too, which like Paul and Daisy, I'm not going to lie, the things they've been in together, they have always ended up well, but I don't think that necessarily means the only two people that could ever do
of their BS press tours of them. Like,
I just don't like, I feel like every time people, and I'm also saying everyone, and this is just people I've seen on TikTok, so take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, I feel like people are always like, oh my god, I have the perfect duo, and it's just two people that did a good job in something else. Like, I want to see, like, new people.
Yeah.
Not that I don't love everybody who's already in a bunch of stuff. Like, I feel like there are so many. And I feel like there have been, like, recently, like, in film specifically. I know we were talking about Broadway, but, like, in film, like, I feel like there have been a decent amount of, like, newer names that I've seen that I've been like, oh, my God, love. But I would love to see more of that. Like, and I feel like A24 does do a... Yes, obviously, they have their faves, and they do have a lot of people that they feature quite often, but I do feel like they do bring a decent amount of newer people, or people that I haven't seen as commercially.
Yeah.
And I feel like an A24 Spring Awakening would be really great, but I would love to see them bring in, like, new people.
I hate when they bring in actors who can sing, though, sometimes, because I'm like, sometimes they can't really sing that well, and I'm like, if you're doing Spring Awakening, like...
Well, no, if you're doing Spring Awakening, you need to be able to sing.
That was, like, the problem with, like, You haven't watched The Prom, have you?
I don't think I had them. Is that the
It's-
Netflix movie?
yes.
No. No, I don't think I have.
So they cast
Who was in it?
Meryl Streep, Andrew Rannells.
Yes. Yeah.
Christopher Sieber. I really like it, but the lead girl in it was like not the strongest singer in my opinion, but the girl who was her on Broadway, like they didn't even offer her the like they had her not involved like at all. Like she was with the show
odd.
on Broadway for like the workshops like since the beginning,
Oh,
and
wow.
then she had said like when they made the movie like she didn't even like they didn't even consider her for it.
And
And
that's
she was
crazy.
like really
with
yeah.
those like with like.
And
I
it
don't know.
wasn't even like the lead like wasn't even someone who was known. So I was like, why would you
do that? Interesting.
Like I hate when they do that.
Well, that's the thing. I think it does need to be like there's a fine line between having somebody that people want to see and someone that people want to see that can do the part.
It's like Wicked. Like
Yeah.
Wicked was well cast. And I will say when it first came out that Ariana Grande was in it, I was like, dear God, this is not going to be good. Because she historically, I had no doubt she could sing the part. It was
Yeah.
more of like she was in
Acting.
Hairspray Live and didn't like enunciate still. Like she still had the pop voice.
Yeah.
Which puzzled me because she came from Broadway.
Yeah.
So I was like, girl, I know you have that.
Yeah,
like,
I know you have
classically
it in
trained
you.
in you. Like I knew she could hit the notes and everything, but I was
Yeah.
very pleasantly surprised. But I will say, when that first came out, I was like, I'm not a fan of that casting, but I was proven wrong. I wanted Dove Cameron.
For Glinda?
Yeah, a few years. This was
I could see.
before
Okay,
she
I
went
was like,
emo.
I could see. I was like, I
It
could
was when
see
her
that.
hair was still
I
blonde.
do like Dove Cameron a lot, but I don't know if I would have seen her in that. I saw a lot of people saying Amanda Seyfried, which
She can't be. In
I'm
every-
obsessed with her, but I don't think I would have
She's
wanted to
been
see
in
her as
Mamma
Glinda.
Mia. She's been in Les Mis.
Have
like,
you seen? I'm
she can't
assuming.
become the
you-
freaking James Corden of it all.
I'm
Like,
assuming you saw the Joni Mitchell cover.
oh, well, that's different. She should be Joni
She should be
Mitchell.
Joni Mitchell. Okay, thank you. I'm glad we're on the same page there.
No, I'm talking about like
No.
because
I
that
know
wouldn't
what
be
you
like a Broadway show.
No.
That would be like a Bob Dylan
Yeah.
biopic
Yeah.
thing. Like
No, agreed.
but when they translate, was she in Into the Woods too?
She was, I believe.
Yeah.
She was in Les Mis. She was in.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's
Mamma
in
Mia,
everything.
she was
Well, yeah,
in-
Mamma Mia.
Yeah, she's in so
That
much.
diva's in everything.
Yeah, she wasn't in Dear Evan Hansen, which was good for her.
Yeah.
that
Smart
was
move.
horrible.
Smart move.
You know what's another good one? The Greatest Showman.
I love The Greatest Showman.
Me
I
and
love
Darvis were
The Greatest
actually
Showman.
just talking about The Greatest Showman last night.
Really?
Because we
Oh,
were
what about it?
watching the videos from the workshops.
Yeah.
Where like Hugh Jackman like
Yeah.
isn't supposed to sing, but then like Jeremy Jordan's singing, and you can just see Hugh like, oh, I gotta sing this.
Yeah.
I gotta sing
I
it.
gotta
And then
sing.
he just like slowly starts, and like Jeremy tapers off, and then he's like skin cancer on his face.
Yeah.
Like stitches ripping open.
Yeah.
So good.
He just has to sing.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
And then we watched the
And then
Calla
everyone's
Settle one too. The This Is Me, where she starts
Yeah.
crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Greatest Showman is so good.
Goosebumps. Full body goosies every time.
Yeah. We watched the movie a few weeks ago, actually.
We did. We watched it after our event.
We did after the Valentine's Day event.
Yeah.
We had both had one too many mimosas, and we're like, let's just lay in bed and watch TV for the rest of the day. And I was
Yeah.
like, what do we put
We
on?
ordered burritos.
Oh, I remember what I had wanted to put on. Hamilton. And Disney Plus wasn't working.
You
So
were
I was
getting
like,
very frustrated.
so I was like, next best thing, Greatest Showman, which we watched.
And it is the greatest show.
This is the greatest show.
Yeah.
Oh. Like
Don't
even
Pasek
get
and
me
Paul's
started.
greatest work.
Yeah.
Actually, okay, speaking of Pasek and Paul, I think you should listen to Dogfight.
You said that. Yeah, I think you've brought Dogfight up before.
Dogfight is pretty crazy. It's not that known, but the harmonies in it are, oh my God, I love listening to it just for the freaking musical arrangements. So crazy. It's about like, I forget which war it was. One of
Very
the
interesting.
two world wars.
Okay, so I'm bleeding all over myself. I'm bandaged up now. Proceed. Dogfight. War.
Dogfight war.
Yeah.
It's about like these soldiers, like these guys, obviously, because women couldn't do anything back then. Stupid men.
Yeah.
But they had like I forget the exact plot, but they had like a bet with who could bring the ugliest girl to the party that they were having.
Wait, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Lindsay Mendez was in it.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Klena was in it.
Interesting.
I think you'd like. Cause
I need to get on that.
It's
Yeah.
kind of still historical. Like,
Love a war movie.
So good. So good.
I need to get into that.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Moulin Rouge.
So fair.
God, I love Moulin Rouge.
Once again,
God,
a show
I
I've
love
seen
Moulin Rouge.
4 times.
I'm at half your capacity, but I will gladly bump myself up to 3, 4.
I would
3
see
to
it
4.
again. That's one of the shows that, like, if they, like,
God, I love Moulin
stunt cast it
Oh, yeah.
in a way that I'm like, okay,
Like
I
the
have to
JoJo?
see it.
The JoJo stunt cat?
Yeah. Or, like,
She killed it.
they had, no, not Casey Cott. I wouldn't have done it for Casey Cott. But, like, you know what I've been saying? I actually have been saying that Ryan McCartan should be Christian. In Moulin Rouge.
I could see
I've
that.
been saying that for years.
I could
I think
see
it'd
that.
be so good because he has like that like JDS
Yeah.
where you get in the Act 2 of Moulin Rouge where he kind of like
Yeah. He literally does pull a JD.
yeah.
The trench coat. Like,
Like
I need
imagine
to
him singing Roxanne.
yeah. Dude, yeah.
I know.
That number is lethal. That number is lethal. Speaking of JD, Heathers
This summer.
off Broadway.
Yeah, they're doing a open call online.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How interesting. Okay,
We
wait.
should audition.
Should we audition? No, I literally was like, wait, okay, done.
So
I'll
we're
be there.
2 of the Heathers or
But they switch us
who
out.
would be who
They keep
which of
switching
the
us out.
Heathers?
Would I be?
Yeah,
Oh
would
my
each of us
gosh.
be?
I think I would be.
I forget their names, so I'm going to say the color.
Yeah. I think I'd be the green Heather.
I could see
Okay.
that.
Heather H? Or is it Heather Greenblatt?
I think it's Heather Greenblatt. Because Heather Chandler's red and Heather McNamara's yellow.
Is yellow, yeah. So I think it's Heather Greenblatt is
Yeah.
green. I think I would be her because she's always like talking about needing to go on a diet.
Light bulb.
Light bulb moment.
I don't even think you guys can see that, but...
No kidding.
I low-key feel like I'm Martha a bit.
I don't,
What if I'm not a
I don't
Heather and
think
I'm a
I'd-
Martha?
I don't think I would Martha you. Like, I don't think you would be
I'd
Martha.
Martha myself. Kidding, I wouldn't, because that can be
Yeah,
interpreted
I wouldn't.
a certain way.
I'm just getting Heather Greenblatt vibes for myself because I feel like you also see her descent into absolute madness.
Yeah. I just don't think
After Heather Chandler goes, like Heather Greenblatt literally has an
Yeah.
insane descent into absolute spiral.
Well, because she takes the top spot.
She goes crazy.
Yeah.
And I think that could happen to me one day.
She's like...
I would love to be like I'm Veronica, but like I'm not Veronica.
I feel like maybe
just
I'm
not.
Veronica.
Yeah.
I don't really
I could see
know,
that.
though. I just don't feel like I'm Heather McNamara.
You can also be Heather Greenblatt if you want. There's not only one.
No, but, like, we have to, like, I don't know.
No, yeah, totally.
I don't know.
I'm horrid for being that.
No.
That's what you were thinking. Wait, maybe I'm the guidance counselor. Kidding.
We should be the dads who sang Dead Gay Son.
Oh, so
I
true.
love my dead gay sons. So good.
So good. I cannot wait. The second that comes out, I'm
And
sad.
it's gonna be at New World Stages again.
I'm sad.
I'm
Sad. This will be me.
yeah.
I'll be like, dead girl walking.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
gonna be
really
crazy.
interested to see who they cast.
Yeah, me too.
That could either go so well or so bad. I don't even know who I want.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. What else do we need to see? We need to see
Little Shop of Horrors with Liz Gillies.
and Milo Manhattan. Him.
Yeah, I'm just more of a Liz fan.
That's totally fair.
No hate to him. I know people love him. He seems very nice.
He's pretty awesome.
He
But
seems
Liz
like
Gillies,
a great guy. I just love
I
Liz
can't wait to see
Gillies.
her Audrey.
Yeah,
Like-
I used to watch Dynasty religiously. I used to watch Victorious religiously.
Victorious,
I
yeah.
love her.
She is awesome.
Like,
And I think her Audrey, like, I don't know. I just
she's
see her
perfect.
doing,
I
yeah.
love her, like, singing, because she doesn't
Yeah.
really sing and act anymore.
Yeah.
Like, because she does, like, the Christmas songs with Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, yeah.
Which are great, but I'm like, girl, give us the
Sing,
theater.
give it-
Come
yeah.
back to the theater.
Yeah, come back to the theater.
And she's freaking
She's
back,
back.
bitches.
She's back to the theater. No, I'm very excited to see that.
I love her. What else?
We saw Book of Mormon last year, which
We
was
did.
so good. Like,
Yeah.
so silly, so good.
Yeah.
What else did we see? I saw, oh my God, Jackson, do you remember what it's
Illinois.
called? No. The play we saw. Do you remember what it was called? Stereophonic. We saw Stereophonic. It was Jackson's family and I went and saw it. It was good. It was just Fleetwood Mac, but it was still good. But I remember, like, in between, like, during intermission, like, we all were like, so how have they not been sued yet? This is, like, so close, like, closer
Yeah.
than Daisy Jones. I was like,
Dang.
this is kind of crazy. Like, and I don't know all the Fleetwood Mac lore, like, but Jackson's family is locked in on that lore.
Yeah.
And they were literally, like, during the show, like, I could hear Jackson's dad being like, dude, what? You can't even do that. How is that even allowed? Like, so crazy close. But Stereophonic was still very good. I'm going to go ahead, since I have a Playbill handy, I'm going to go ahead and open it up.
Yeah.
And we can do the how many have you seen? Or we can do the what we want to see, or we can do a combo.
What if we did Smash or Pass?
Wait, okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'm going to start and I'll read them off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Juliet. I say smash.
Smash.
Cabaret. Smash.
Smash.
Aladdin.
Pass.
I've never seen it. I'm going to pass, though. Chicago. I haven't seen it, and I know what people
I'm gonna
say.
Pass.
I want to smash, but I know what people say.
Love the movie.
I love the movie,
I
too.
haven't seen the Broadway version.
Me
I've seen a
neither.
different stage version, and I'm just not a big fan of how, like, it's set up.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, I won't go see that. Like, if they cast
Yeah.
someone really good in it, I would go. I just don't think I'm gonna love it.
I know. I'm gonna smash it just because I do love Chicago so much. But again, I do have I have my past doubts that it might not be what I'm hoping for. Book of Mormon. I would say smash.
Yeah, Smash.
Death Becomes
Smash.
Her. I haven't seen it, but I'm gonna
So
say
fire.
smash because you love it so
I
much.
need to go back and see. When I went, Megan Hilty was out, and that's why I went. But it was so good.
Boop. I'm gonna smash because we want to
Smash.
see that. I'm gonna count smashes as like what we want to see too.
Yeah.
If I don't want to see it and don't care and haven't seen it, I'm gonna pass.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Good Luck, Good Night. That's the George Clooney one.
Pass.
I'm gonna pass it.
I don't need George Clooney in my life.
Buena Vista Social Club.
I'm gonna pass
gonna-
because I didn't even know that was on Broadway right now. Like, I don't know what their marketing team is
I don't
doing.
either. I just saw it the other day. Like literally, when we were
When
walking
we
through,
walked
and
by
I
the
was like,
theater,
"Oh,
what is this?" And
yeah.
I'm usually pretty locked in on that. So for me not to know that something's on Broadway is
Yeah.
kind of impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass it too. Great Gatsby. I'm gonna smash
I'm low-key gonna pass that.
because I'm gonna smash because I want to see it.
Yeah.
I want to see Ryan and Sarah Hyland.
I would see it if I won the lottery.
That's fair.
I don't know if I'd buy tickets.
That's fair. Gypsy.
Smash.
I'm smashing because I want to see that.
Yeah.
John Proctor's the villain. That's the one with Sadie Sink.
I would smash. I heard it was good.
Yeah. I'll agree. Hadestown. Smash.
Smash.
Want to see so bad. The Last 5 Years. This is a really complicated one.
You know what? I'm gonna smash.
I'm gonna smash 'cause I know I'll go
I
see
just
it.
love that score.
That is like one of my favorite.
Yeah, that's
I-
like top 5 shows for me.
I'm really unhappy with the casting.
Adrienne Warren is gonna be so good in it.
Oh,
Though.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to be amazing. I'm not worried about her.
I know.
I'm not worried about her whatsoever. There's a
No.
certain Joe bro that I'm not super excited for. He'll probably do a good job. I just like, I don't know. I really love that show, and I
He
don't.
doesn't give Jamie. That's what
I
throws me
know.
off. Like Joe would have
I
been
could
better
have
as
seen
Jamie.
No, literally, I could have seen Joe, but I don't see Nick being Jamie. It makes no
I
sense.
also am biased against Nick Jonas. Sorry, I don't like him.
Why?
I was never a Nick girl.
Oh,
He broke them up.
That's true.
It was him because he wanted to have his career, and then what? He went and released Chains.
Jealous.
Yeah.
Okay, that song
And
is
Joe.
really
Okay,
insane.
but Joe sings it better than
No.
him.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna debate there. I'll smash because I do want to see it because I do love the story so much and the score is amazing. I have my concerns about the leading man.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Hamilton smash.
Smash.
Don't even need to think about it. The Lion King, haven't seen it, but I feel like I would smash. I feel like I would smash.
I don't know if I'd see it again, but it was a very beautiful.
I feel like that's a very sweet like thing for like a first Broadway show for a kid.
Yeah,
I'm gonna smash
very
for that.
beautiful. I won the lottery, and I was like right on the aisle in the orchestra, and like all the animals come down the aisle in the beginning.
Aww.
So it was very cool.
Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
Smash.
Like,
is it a fan fiction? Yes.
That's why I'm
written like a
smashing
fan
it.
fiction?
That's why I'm
Yes.
smashing it.
And that's why we liked it.
maybe happy ending. That's the one there.
Smash. I really want to see that. I heard it's
Also
really
smash.
good because it's original source material.
Yes.
And yes, Darren Criss is a stunt cast to some extent, but like he's Broadway
good.
as well.
He can, he can hold.
He's a Gleek. I mean, we never doubt the Gleeks.
We don't.
Unless you're Leah Michelle, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, but
can she read, guys?
People did doubt her a little bit for her most recent role, and she
Funny Girl.
She killed it.
Funny Girl.
Yeah. Didn't she kill it?
Yeah, it was the opening night. Of
Yeah,
Funny
I know
Girl.
she did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like she.
No, I mean,
like people doubt her, but like the
Gleeks
Gleeks deliver.
Person, but
no, she's
damn,
not.
she can sing,
but
as they say.
But she may be difficult, but
yeah.
But boy, that girl can sing. The Gleeks get it done.
I got opening night tickets. I remember. Like, I cannot let this moment pass me by.
Like I'm not throwing away my.
No,
shot.
I didn't. I literally, and I knew that they were announcing her. Here's how psychotic I was in that moment. I knew they were announcing her. They had posted like new casting announcement, 10 a.m. tomorrow. At 10 a.m., I was at my desk with my laptop open on their ticketing site, my phone in the other refreshing, and as soon as they announced the date, I clicked the first date on the computer and got tickets for like $100 each. It was more than I wanted to spend, but yeah, I mean, that, and I would say the only other show that I had, like, I spent a good amount of money on, but I had no regrets, was Wicked. I saw Wicked, its reopening night on Broadway.
Wow.
So, like, right after COVID, it was the first show back. That was, like, the freaking Super Bowl.
Really?
Because I was like, I wanted to see a show that had been open for so long that, like, wouldn't really ever have something like that again.
Yeah.
Like, it's like another opening night almost. They had freaking Kristen Chenoweth come speak before. Steven Schwartz was there.
That's crazy.
And obviously, Glinda's first line is, "It's good to see me, isn't it?"
Yeah.
So literally everyone, like, jumped out of their seats
I'm
at
sure.
that.
That's crazy.
Like, it was crazy. I saw Hoda Cobb.
Wait, really?
She walked, because I was in the orchestra, and they have, like, this really big middle part, like, they separate the orchestra into two parts, and I was on the part right before the door. So people would walk through the aisle right in front of me to get in, and I think Ben Platt was there. Like, it was, like, crazy. I was like, dang.
Literal Super Bowl. Hey, guys.
I was like, oh, my God.
That's awesome.
I think Oprah was there. I didn't see her.
Hi, Oprah.
But someone was like, Oprah was there. And I was like, damn, I missed Oprah.
That's awesome.
Damn, I forgot.
Damn, I forgot. Hell's Kitchen. I'm going to smash because I do want to see that. MJ. Smash. I want to see it really bad.
I would smash just, yeah. I need to take you to that one.
Yeah. Moulin Rouge. Instant smash.
So smash.
The Picture of Dorian Gray with Sarah Snook. I'm gonna smash. I want to see that really bad. I've heard she's amazing in it. Oh Mary, smash. Have to see that.
Yeah.
Purpose.
Who's in that? If it's there.
It doesn't say.
Pass then.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Pass. That was the thing that was right next to Sunset Boulevard that we were like, oh, what's this? I haven't heard anything about it. What does that say? Sondheim's Old Friends.
Oh.
And an all-star cast.
Look, Smash, I believe that's Sondheim's last show that he wrote. It's supposed to be very good. I think it's off Broadway. Or, like, maybe. It's not in a main Broadway house.
It says it's...
Interesting.
It says it's on.
begins March 25th. Okay.
Oh, so it isn't even
That's why.
open.
It didn't
Okay.
open yet. I think that they were just off Broadway.
Got it. And they're
that's why I was
moving.
like-
Okay. I'm gonna pass for now, but I could probably be swayed to Smash. The Garden. Wait, what? Oh, it's Operation Mincemeat. I was trying to figure out what that is.
Oh,
Smash. I
want
wanna
to
see
see that.
The Outsiders Smash. Really want to see it.
Yeah.
Real Women
Smash.
Have Curves. I would Smash because I do like that movie.
I heard it was good.
Yeah.
Smash.
Redwood.
Low-key Smash because I want to see
kinda
her
wanna
sing
see-
upside down on the tree.
Yeah. I'm gonna pass because I don't really. I'm gonna pass unless I won like a lottery and it was very cheap.
Yeah.
6 Smash. I really want to see it.
Smash.
Smash.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know if I'm gonna smash because that is such a beloved show to me.
I think
and
because I
they've-
haven't done the full
they've
show yet that I'm like, I
changed
don't
a
know.
lot. Like, I saw a video of, I don't know if it was Let Me Be Your Star or They Just Keep Moving the Line, and those are like 2 of my favorite songs from the show. And whichever one it was, they upped the tempo so much that I was like, I don't know if I fuck with this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to read reviews before I see that.
Okay.
Low key, because if I go see that and it is not exactly what I want, I will be pissed walking out of that theater.
That's fair. I'll Smash because I do want to see it because I only watched the first episode of the show and I don't have much to go based off of. Stranger Things: The First Shadow.
Pass.
Sunset Boulevard. Smash.
Smash.
Sunset Boulevard. Wicked. Smash. Off Broadway's Drag the Musical.
Smash.
Smash because I wish
saw
I could have seen it.
It was
with you
really
guys.
good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Liberation. I don't actually know what that is. I don't think I've heard
Pass.
anything about that. I'm gonna pass. My First Ex-Husband. Pass. The Play That Goes Wrong.
Smash.
Smash because I do want to see
That
that.
is one of the funniest shows I've ever
Really?
seen in my life. Yes.
It's not effing on
I
here.
have an awesome.
But All Nighters should be in here
I have an awesome
because
story.
All Nighters is a huge Smash for me. I really want to see that, but whatever. Share your story, please, madam.
When I was a freshman in college, I don't know if any of you are like theater heads or whatever they're called,
Theater heads.
but if you are a theater kid, I would maybe bet $1 that you might be following Broadway for me on Instagram. Has like 200,000 followers. I matched with the guy who runs that account on Bumble.
That's awesome.
We saw The Play That Goes Wrong together.
Really?
He looks...
Wait, I did not know that.
It was a comped ticket because he would get comp tickets because he'd go to the shows.
Wait, and he took you? Wait, I did not know this.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, I love Broadway. And he was like, oh, well, I know someone in Play That Goes Wrong. Like, I can get us comp tickets. Yeah, so I didn't
Was
pay
this a date?
$1. It was a date.
What? I did not know any of this. This is crazy lore.
It was a date.
Okay.
And he looked nothing like his profile. And can I be really honest? I knew it was him when I swiped on him. And that's kind of why I swiped on him.
Okay.
Because I was like, I know who you are. I know who you are.
I know what you do
And
here
yeah, and I'm intrigued by this.
by your connections.
Yeah. Not even the connections. Like, I was just like, I low-key was like, this is good for the plot. Like,
Yeah.
and it is, because when I tell people who I know follow him, they're like, what? Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He, I think, kept trying to hold my hand, but I had made sure I had something in that
your
hand at all times.
That's so
So
good.
we couldn't.
That's so good.
But anyway, the show was great, and it was free.
I would love to see it.
So, yeah, that was really awesome.
That's awesome. Well, that was all of them.
Yeah.
We still have a lot on our plate
Yeah.
to see. But comment down below your favorite Broadway show if you have one, if you care about that, if you're a theater head, as we've said.
Theater head.
Theater head. But
It's trademarked now.
It's trademarked. But yeah, this has just been a little bit of a ramble this week about Broadway. We're in. You've always been in your Broadway era.
You could say that.
I'm really really full force entering mine right now. So it's kind of like all I want to talk about. So that's what we did this week. But yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Next week we have, well, next week's a very special holiday to us. As two Irish princesses, next weekend is St. Patrick's Day. So we will be out of town. We'll maybe even be vlogging a little
Yeah.
bit of our St. Patty's Day adventure.
If you see me wearing this shirt again, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't. Or yes, you did, because
Because I heart.
you're proud
shamrocks.
to be, yeah.
We're gonna get shamrocked.
We're gonna, yeah.
Yeah.
We will shamrock you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, yeah. But anyways, I think that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you guys again for joining us on another week of We Get That a Lot. This has been our conversation on Broadway and the
Yeah.
theater. Again, as always, comment down below. Let us know if there's things you think we should discuss or you'd like to see us discuss.
Yeah. True AF.
Or don't. Up to you. Totally your choice. But in the meantime, we hope you have a great week.
Yeah.
Enjoy your St. Patty's Day if you celebrate.
You should celebrate.
You should celebrate. But if you do celebrate,
Support our
happy
people.
St. Patty's. Yeah, it's the day of our people. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.